Hello, my name is Sean from the Global Life Settlement Exchange. We are the world's first free life settlement auction marketplace. Today I'm going to talk about how to determine if your insurance policies qualify for a life settlement transaction. If you are considering a life settlement transaction, it is important to determine whether your insurance policy qualifies for this type of transaction. Life settlement providers typically consider several factors when evaluating a policy for a life settlement, including the policy's death benefit, the policyholder's age and health, and the policy's premiums. Here are several things to consider when determining if your insurance policies qualify for a life settlement transaction. First, you should consider the type of policy you are holding. Not all types of life insurance policies qualify for life settlements. Typically, life settlement providers will consider traditional life insurance policies such as term, whole life, universal life, and variable universal life policies. However, some providers may not purchase policies that have lapsed or are about to lapse, or policies with low face amounts. It is important to check with potential life settlement providers to understand their specific criteria for policy eligibility. Policy value is another thing to consider. The death benefit of the policy is a key factor that determines its value in a life settlement transaction. Typically, policies with a death benefit of $100,000 or more are eligible for a life settlement. In addition, the policy's cash surrender value is also a factor that affects its value in a life settlement transaction. Life settlement providers typically offer a percentage of the policy's death benefit, but the exact percentage will depend on the provider's evaluation of the policyholder's life expectancy and other factors. The age and health of the policyholder are important factors in determining the value of a life insurance policy in a life settlement transaction. Typically, older policyholders with health conditions that may impact their life expectancy may receive higher offers for their policies. In general, life settlement providers prefer to purchase policies from policyholders who are age 6 to 5 years old or older, but some providers may consider policies from younger policyholders with certain health conditions. The policy's premiums are another factor that may affect its value in a life settlement transaction. Policies with high premiums relative to their death benefit may be less attractive to life settlement providers, as the premiums may reduce the overall value of the policy. Conversely, policies with lower premiums may be more attractive to life settlement providers, as they offer a higher return on investment. In addition to these factors, it is important to consider any restrictions or conditions that may impact the eligibility of your policy for a life settlement transaction. For example, some policies may have a surrender charge or penalty for cashing out the policy before a certain date, or may require the policyholder to maintain the policy for a minimum number of years before it can be sold. It is important to review the policy's terms and conditions carefully to understand any restrictions or penalties that may apply. Global Life Settlement Exchange, your trusted partner. Consider listing your policy on our free, no-obligation auction marketplace so that buyers can compete for the best deal available depending on your particular circumstances. Global Life Settlement Exchange, GLSE, is a marketplace that specializes in life settlements. We have a thorough awareness of the market and assist policyholders in selling their insurance policies for the highest price possible through a transparent auction. The first free life settlement auction marketplace in the world, Global Life Settlement Exchange charges no fees to sellers. The process is simple, and there is zero fee and obligation to the seller. You just need to provide your policy details to us, and that's all you need to do. You will receive the highest offer from the market in a few weeks or so. Unlike traditional brokers, GLSE does not charge a fee for its services. This means sellers keep more of the money from the sale of their policy, which can be a significant sum. Even if you have already hired a broker, a seller like you can still acquire a second opinion. GLSE gives the seller complete control, allowing them to select the best offer without being constrained by middlemen, brokers, obligations, or fees. The traditional process of selling a life insurance policy involves working with brokers who have access to buyers. These buyers determine the value of the policy, leaving sellers with little control. However, with GLSEs, sellers have complete control over the process. They can choose to accept or reject offers as they see fit, without any obligation or fee. This puts the power in the hands of the seller. Life settlement was predominantly a buyer market, where buyers determine the value of the policy. However, GLSE is shifting the balance of power to the seller. By providing an open and competitive marketplace, GLSE puts the seller in control of the process. The seller can choose to accept or reject offers as they see fit, ensuring that they receive the best possible value for their policy. In conclusion, Global Life Settlement Exchange is revolutionizing the life settlement market by increasing transparency, and putting the power in the hands of the seller. With GLSE, sellers can receive the highest possible offer for their policy, keep more of their money, and make an informed decision about whether to sell. Our zero-fee platform provides a no-obligation opportunity for sellers to explore their options, and the elimination of middlemen ensures that sellers receive the full value of their policy. GLSE is transforming the life settlement market, providing a fair and competitive platform for sellers to receive the value they deserve.
Thanks for watching. If you like our video, please hit the like and subscribe button to support us.